Beyoncé is the reason we have Nazis like PewDiePie. I'm just kidding. Beyoncé is the reason we have ShayCarl. This video has nothing to do with PewDiePie. I haven't done a video like this in a really long time, but I noticed a bit of a connection with the two really big things that happened this week. At the Grammys, Adele won Best Album over Beyoncé's Lemonade, and ShayCarl was exposed for cyber cheating on his wife. And better yet, him and his wife have 5 children together. ShayCarl released a statement diverting responsibility, blaming his alcoholism, and saying that his wife, family, and friends are supporting him. Now, I'm going to take a wild guess that this isn't the first time that this has happened, and this likely wasn't the only woman he was speaking to, even now. He mentions his demons, and that this has been a systematic behavior historically. So now let's take a look at Beyoncé's album Lemonade, why it was such a huge deal when it came out earlier last year, and why it didn't win Best Album. Lemonade was basically a soliloquy of sadness, a bittered wife and mother of children who was being cheated on, the queen of independence and single ladies, seemingly being at the end of her rope and marriage. Fast forward to now. What her album really represented was her trying to justify forgiving and staying with the greasy thumb-looking motherfucker that is Jay-Z. That there's some kind of strength in accepting and forgiving your husband for having an affair. Nah, let's be real. A drunken mistake is one thing, but a full-on affair? That's just cowardly and weak. If you're too afraid to leave your wife to explore other options, because you're ultimately too afraid to end up alone, or in ShayCarl's case, your entire career is built on your wife and family, then you're weak. So Beyoncé put this message out there to young women that you gotta just grit your teeth and bear it. And maybe having another one of his kids will make it all better. We already know Beyoncé is pregnant. Who wants to make a bet ShayCarl's wife is soon to announce another pregnancy? Who's willing to bet? Every time his little cyber affairs have been discovered, their solution was to have another kid.
So basically, I was getting on a flight and I was up super late and I got a DM from Shay and I was basically just freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, ShayCarl messaged me. And he said, I just wanted to say thanks for the support with Lacey Green. And I think I had just liked one of his tweets, but anyways, he went on to then get very sexual, and then he became really rude. And last night he was just super rude to me, so I decided to post all of the DMs.
Now let's go back for a moment to a time when ShayCarl was a fat, jobless bushman. I already know it'll be impossible to find, but back in the day when YouTube had headlines, his for the longest was, "Subscribe to me or my wife will make me get a job." He made an entire channel dedicated to his weight loss that he called Shay Loss. He was at it for a good couple of years, and then out of the blue, he was skinny. Felt like out of the blue anyways, and a lot of people were certain he had cosmetic surgery instead. I can't confirm this, but let's get real, guys.
There's the ocean and the beach. And I burning some calories. Today is, I think since I've started riding my bike, probably maybe the 15th time I've come down here. Casey's with me. He's back there getting his music on. Anyways, today's the big weigh-in, and I know I'm doing good. We're on the beach. Your fingers in the way, bro. We got a cameraman for our beach rings session today, and this is Shay Loss ring exercise.
Move, Princess Tard.
Anyways, the point of this is that he was a nobody, he was a nothing then, and without the addition of his family, without those family vlogs, he would still be a fat, crusty nobody. So he loses some weight, gets a bit of confidence, and how does he repay his wife and kids? He wants to get on a helicopter and fly around LA on a quest for butt sex.
Okay, can you, for a minute, just read some of these DMs?
I sure can. Let me just pull them up. They're extremely special.
They're a little bit explicit, but go ahead. Go right ahead.
Okay. I gotta finish stroking this. I'm going crazy. Come knock on my hotel room door. I want to bend you over and slowly slide it in your ass. I'll lick and kiss it plenty. Get it real soft and anxious. Make you want to hold me down and sit on my face so I can't breathe.
Keep going.
Your ass and pussy just straddle my tongue and beard. I gotta reach up and squeeze your amazing breasts, and then don't let me. Push my hands down away and strangle me as you hump my tongue.
Okay, I seen one part you said that you were in Hawaii and he said that he was gonna like fly a helicopter to you and put his dick in your butt. Is that
And
true?
he's like, I'm gonna smack my dick on your ass. But he also mentioned in another DM, he's like, if you reply, I'll fly out to LA sometime and come hang out with you.
Okay. Now, do you consider what ShayCarl did with you cheating? Was he really cheating on his wife, or is this something just like drunk DMs? Is this just, you know?
I mean, it was 3 months. That's pretty lengthy. I mean, if I had a boyfriend and he did that, I'd break up with him. For
Ooh.
sure.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here.
So this is why Adele won over Beyoncé, because not everybody thinks that this is okay. If even somebody who is a sex symbol wouldn't put up with this with their husband, why does Beyoncé and Kate? Not to mention Adele is an amazing singer. She may not be as well known as Beyoncé, but she definitely gives her a run for her money. Seriously though, ShayCarl was already kind of ruined for me the time he did a video with the Wheezy Waiter, and I'm pretty sure they were doing coke. And of course, I can't find that video, so it makes it that much more suspicious. I really can't say for 100% sure, especially now that the video doesn't exist anymore. Way back in the day, he was a pretty big deal, before YouTube was a common household brand. He peaked, and then just sort of started going downhill. And yeah, I guess in part can be attributed to his drinking, but that's what I really don't like about addiction. Too many people fail to accept responsibility and are too quick to blame their addiction for their actions. I mean, he had to have some moments of sobriety throughout those 3 months. If he can still make videos, he's obviously not drunk to the point of forgetting and making bad decisions every single day. Had it even just been a cam girl he watched for a couple months, but wasn't as personal with it, it wouldn't be half as bad. But he was straight up having an affair. Choosing to have an affair every day. And he's so irrelevant on YouTube now. That's the real kicker. He's even had to start using his kids on his ShayCarl channel. He has nothing going on for him. The ShayTard channel and ShayCarl channels are basically duplicates now. And looks to me like he started putting on some weight again. He's literally on the verge of being shoe nice. I mean, I get the temptation, but when you have a wife and kids, it's time to leave the childish excuses and BS behind. What an excellent example they're setting for their kids. Sons will be shitty people, while his daughters will be dating shitty people. And of course, Kate is just going to continue to enable the living shit out of it, because she knows without him, she couldn't keep the whole ShayTards operation going. Is the money really worth staying together? In either case, the combined assets? What do you guys think? Even funnier, I guess, is that ShayCarl is also managed by Maker Studios, owned by Disney, who this week apparently dropped PewDiePie, the largest YouTuber of all, for his not-so-ad-friendly videos. Not a good week for them. So much so that some people are saying that perhaps the PewDiePie thing is meant to cover up the ShayCarl thing, as PewDiePie still hasn't shown to be removed from the network, and it's been almost a week. Usually only takes a couple days for things like that to update, so I can see why people would be skeptical. And I'm sorry, maybe this video is a bit about PewDiePie. My response to that, though, is I don't think Maker Studios would want to put such a negative spotlight on their biggest earning YouTuber to not drop him to just protect ShayCarl. It is possible that they're waiting until the end of the month to release him from the network, as they'll most certainly want their cut of his earnings that will be getting paid out next week. I guess only time will tell. Anyways, I know when I do a video like this, it's a lot different from the norm, so I appreciate those of you that have watched right up until the end. Make sure to hit that like button, and if you haven't, subscribe. For every subscriber, a baby panda is saved!